Welcome to the Mitel Connect Client training. In this training, we will discuss the layout of the Connect client, go over call handling, which includes making and answering calls, putting calls on hold, parking and unparking, transferring, checking voicemail, and looking at your call history. We will also go through how to instant message and how to use groups and workgroups. I will then show you the different types of conference calls, how to create them, and how to use web conferencing. We will finish up by going through how to personalize the client in the Settings tab. This is a typical view of the Connect client window. It is called the dashboard. Please note there is an expanded view and a condensed view. From this area, you can set your availability, monitor your calls, check your call history, voicemails, or instant messages. You can also view your upcoming calendar events or check workgroup status. Your availability status dropdown allows you to show if you are available, in a meeting, or out of the office. You can use one of the generic states, or you can create a custom one of your own. If you connect Outlook to your client, you can control your availability state based on your calendar events. You can also have specific voicemail greetings that are dependent upon your state. The Contacts tab allows you to see your favorites and their availability state, and your groups. Please note there is an expanded and a condensed view by clicking on the Change View icon in the upper right-hand corner. The Recent tab shows your last 1,000 call interactions, incoming, outgoing, and missed. The Voicemail tab is where you can find a list of new and saved voice messages. The Messages tab shows a list of recent instant message conversations. The Events tab is where you can view your calendar or add a new event. Please note, this is only active if you are using AD credentials. If you are part of a workgroup, you will have the Workgroups tab. This shows if you are logged in to any workgroups and lets you view workgroup voicemail. In the Quick Dialer field, you can type in the first few letters of a first name, last name, initials, or the number of a person you would like to call. If you click on your name, you can change your primary phone assignment, access your conference bridge if you have one, and access the settings menu. The current call indicator shows calls that you are currently on. If you are on multiple calls, there will be more than one listed. The Quick Dialer lets you easily search for contacts within your directory. Just click on the Quick Dialer field. Enter in the first few letters of the first name, last name, or initials to refine your search. The icon next to a person's name indicates their availability. If it is green, they are available to take your call. If it is yellow, they are in a meeting. If it is red, they are out of the office. If it is orange, they are on the phone. And if it is gray, they are imported and not part of your Mitel directory. There are two ways to call a contact. Highlight his or her name and double-click, or single-click the contact's name and click the green call icon in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. There are two ways to answer an incoming call from the client. Click on the green handset icon within the call cell, or click Accept in the pop-up in the lower right-hand side of the screen. Placing or retrieving a call from the hold queue within the Connect client is very simple. To put a call on hold, click on the pause button within the current call indicator. A new tile will pop up letting you know that you have a call on hold. Taking a call out of the hold queue is just like answering a call. Simply click one of the two green answer icons to retrieve the call. There are multiple ways to transfer a call. The first one we will go through is technically a forwarding option. You have the ability to send an incoming call directly to voicemail. Just click on the voicemail icon within the current call indicator. The next option we will go through is a forwarding transfer. This happens when an incoming call is forwarded to another party before the call is answered. When a call shows up in the current call indicator, click on the forwarding icon and choose a contact to send it to. To do a blind transfer through drag and drop, click on the current call indicator and drag to a contact. Either drop right away or hover and select Blind Transfer. Please note you can do this with a call that has been answered or a call that has not been answered. You are currently looking at an operator screen. They have more transfer options than a general user. They can also drag and drop a call to a contact or a contact to a call. A direct transfer is another name for blind transfer. Click on the transfer icon within the call tile. Type a name and select the contact that you would like to send the call to. Click on the Transfer tab and the call will be released. An operator can perform a drag and drop consult transfer by hovering a call over a contact and selecting Consult Transfer. General users will have to click the transfer icon within the call tile. Type in a name and select the contact that you would like to send the call to. Click Consult. Once you choose Consult, the first call is automatically put on hold and the system reaches out to the third party. Once you have talked with that third party, you can finish the transfer by forwarding the call, or you can hang up on the third party and reconnect with the original caller. If you are an operator, you can place a call on park by dragging the call to a contact, hovering, and selecting park. If you are a general user, you can click on the transfer icon in the call tile. Type in the name and select the contact you would like to park the call for. And click Park. By clicking Park, it will automatically do a consult transfer. To bypass this, click P. You could also do a page or intercom if your system allows. Here's what it looks like when a call is parked on someone's line. If the call isn't picked up, it will ring back to the person who put it on park. If a call is parked on your line, you can pick it up just like a regular call. To pick up a call that is parked on someone else's line, hover over their name and select the answer icon. To add people to your favorites list, click on the Quick Dialer field. Type in a contact or scroll through the directory to find people you would like to add. Click on the star next to the contact's name and they will be added to your favorites list. To add a group, click the Contacts tab. Click on the Groups tab. Click the Add icon and select New Group. Type in a name for the group. Add members by typing or dragging. And click Save. To see what options you have for a group, click on the Settings icon in the Group name bar. Available group options are Start a group chat if you have a conference bridge, schedule a meeting with the group, send a group voicemail, or check the current availability of group members. To see your call history, click on the Recent tab. This displays the last 1,000 incoming, outgoing, and missed calls. Click on a call and select the call icon to call them back. To access your voicemails, click on the Voicemails tab. This will display any new or saved messages for your personal extension. Select a message you would like to play. Choose if you would like to listen to the message through the phone or computer speakers, and click Play. After you have listened to your message, you can choose to reply, forward, save, or delete the voicemail. You can also click on the number to call them back. If you right-click, you will have the options to add the caller to your contacts, save the message, edit the subject, download the message to a WAV file, copy the voicemail ID to clipboard, or delete the voicemail. Please note, you can't reply to an external caller. Replying to or forwarding a message are very similar. First, click on the voicemail. Click Reply or Forward depending on what you would like to do. Click the red circle to record a reply. The red circle becomes a square. Click the red square to stop recording. Be sure to edit the To and Subject fields. Specify if you would like to send the message urgent, private, or send receipt, and click Send. To delete a voicemail, click on the message you wish to delete and click Delete. Messages that have been deleted for more than 6 hours will be permanently deleted at 2 a.m. server time. To restore a message from the deleted folder, click the Deleted Voicemails drop-down under all of your saved messages. Choose the voicemail you would like to restore and click Restore. To save a message, click on the message you would like to save and select Save. This will insert an icon to show you that the message is saved. To send an instant message, either type in a contact's name into the quick dialer field or single-click on a favorite. Type in a message in the Type Message Here box and hit Enter to send. To open a recent instant message conversation, click on the Messages tab and select the conversation you would like to continue. We will now talk about conferencing. An ad hoc conference happens when you are on a call and would like to add a third party in. To do this, click on the Add Person icon in the call tile. Type in a name or number for a contact. This could be internal or external. Click Conference to do a blind conference, or click Consult to speak with the third party before joining the conference together. Once you have spoken with the third party, click the Merge icon to join the calls together. Here is what a conference screen looks like. To end a conference call, click on the drop-down icon in the call cell. Drop individual callers by selecting the Hang Up icon in their call cell. Please note, if you select the Hang Up icon in the main call tile, you will hang up, but the other callers will still be connected. The next type of conference call is created through My Conference Bridge. To find your personal bridge information, click on your name by the availability state. To share your conference bridge information, click Copy to Clipboard. Paste the information into a meeting event, email, IM, or any other way to send out the information, and then send to recipients. Another way to schedule a conference is through the Events tab. Click on the Events tab and select New Event. Add in the meeting information. Please note there are additional meeting settings below the agenda. Once you are done, click Create Event, and this will open Outlook and send through email. Once a meeting invite is sent, it will appear in your Events tab. Upcoming events will also show up in the dashboard. To create a conference call through Outlook, open a new appointment on your calendar and click the Conference tab. This will populate information for your call. If you are doing an audio-only call, you may choose to delete the link and the Click Here to Join button. Click on the Conference drop-down and select Settings. Change the settings as needed. You could change the participant or host code, or click on the Advanced settings to add a password, choose when the conference starts, play an audio tone when someone joins, or whether or not to show participants to everyone. Once you've made your changes, click OK. Put in a subject, date, and time for the meeting. Invite participants and click Send. To join a call from Outlook, open the meeting in your calendar. Click on the Click Here to Join, or the link if it is a web conference, or if it is an audio conference, dial in the number provided and when prompted, enter in the participant code. When you are the host of a My Conference Bridge call, you can click on your name by the availability status. Click on the handset icon to join an audio conference, or the computer to join a web conference. Click on the Call button in the dashboard to join the audio call, or click on the web icon to join the web conference. If you are a participant in a Conference Bridge audio call, dial the number given in the invite, and when prompted, enter in the participant code. You will then be connected. If you are joining a web conference, you can just click on the link given in the invite. The link will prompt you to enter your name, and then hit Enter. Type in your number and click Call Me. Answer the phone when it rings, and you will be connected. If the host has enabled this feature, you may have to press 1 to join the meeting. Here is a view of the host screen. The Now Speaking tab shows you who is speaking at any given time during the meeting. If someone hits the raise hand icon, it notifies the host by shooting a pop-out of the dashboard. The mute button lets you mute yourself in case you need to sneeze, cough, or talk to someone and don't want everyone on the call hearing. As the host, you have the ability to mute all the participants. This is where notifications come in handy. If you click the screen sharing icon, you can share your screen. You can choose if you want to share the full screen, just a window, or just an area. If permissions allow, you can click the record icon to record the call. If you are presenting with another contact, you have the ability to raise your hand if you have a question. You could invite a person to join by clicking the Add Person icon. By clicking the lock icon, you can stop people from joining the conference. The Info icon gives you the dial-in information for the call. Here is what the screen sharing area looks like for the host. It appears as a green box. Once you click the play icon to start screen sharing, it turns red and gives you a pause icon, as you see here. As the host, you have a few different ways to end a conference. You could end it for everyone by clicking the X in the My Conference box and then selecting the End and Leave option. This will end the meeting and hang up on everyone. Or you could click on the X in the My Conference box and select Leave, which allows you to leave and the other callers to continue the conference. Please note that if you click the Hang Up icon, it will let you leave, but the conference will continue. Here is what a host screen looks like when a conference has ended. Here is a view of the participant's web conference window. Sometimes you have multiple presenters on a conference. The Now Sharing tab lets you know who is sharing their screen. The Now Speaking tab lets you see who is speaking. This can change frequently depending on if everyone has speaker rights. If enabled, there is an option for group chat within the call. Depending on the host settings, you are sometimes able to see who else is on the call. If you choose to drop out of the call, there is a hang up icon. There is also an option to mute yourself in case you didn't want to interrupt the call with background noise. A participant also has the option to share their screen. However, this would have to be approved by the host. If the host has participants muted and someone has a question, they can click the raise hand icon and it will appear on the host screen. The Info icon gives you the dial-in information for the call. This is the participant view of the screen sharing. Here is the notification everyone will see if the host clicks the End and Leave icon. If you are part of a work group, you will have the Workgroups tab. When it is red, you are signed out. To log in, click on the Workgroups tab and select Log In. When you are logged into Workgroups, the icon turns green and you have an option to log out. While you are logged in, you have the option to put yourself in wrap-up, which means you can finish up notes from a previous call without getting another call right away. Just click on Wrap Up. While you are in Wrap Up, your icon becomes orange. To get out of Wrap Up, click End Wrap Up. The bell-shaped icon is Alert Sounds. If you click this, it will turn off the alert sounds for the call queue. Click Settings to open up your settings menu for your workgroup. To get to your workgroup voicemail, click Show Workgroup Details. The Queues tab shows you incoming calls waiting in the queue. The Agents tab only shows up for workgroup supervisors or operators. They have the option to log people in, out, or put them in work time, and also see who is logged in and logged out. The Voicemails tab shows workgroup voicemails. Please note, you have all the same options in this mailbox that you do within your personal mailbox. I will now show you how to access your personal settings for the Connect client. There are two ways to access the settings menu. Click on your name next to the availability state and select Settings, or click on the Connect dropdown and select Settings. If you are not using Active Directory or AD credentials to log in, you have the option to change your password within the Account Login tab. Within the Account Access tab, you have the option to give someone, like a receptionist or assistant, access to change your availability state for you. Just type their name in the box. To change someone's availability state, find them within the directory. Then, select their availability state and choose which state you would like to put them in. If you are not currently using the AD credentials to log in, you have the option to add them here in the Account AD Credentials tab. This will allow your Outlook calendar and contacts to sync with the Connect client. The Call Routing Availability Routing tab is where you can change the call flow for your different availability states. Run the wizard to go through all of the routing steps, or click Change to change a single option. Be sure to set up all availability states, not just available. When you start the wizard, you can choose if you would like to simultaneously ring any other numbers. This could be a cell phone or a different extension. Once you have added numbers in, you can choose if you would like the call to connect automatically or if you have to press 1 to connect to the call. When finished, click Next. Choose if you would like the call to forward to voicemail and how many rings you would like before it goes to voicemail. Once you have made your changes, click Next. If you don't have the mobility client, you can use an option called Find Me. This feature allows a caller to hit your voicemail, but then press 1 to see if you are available on a different number. If you would like to set up this feature, enable it. Select if you would like to have this try and reach out to you before the caller hears voicemail. If after, be sure to add, if you would like the system to try and find me, please press 1 in your greeting. Choose if you would like to hear a recorded name or if you would rather receive the caller ID. Type in a number to be reached at, and then click Next. Let's take a look at how Find Me works. You get a call from a client, but you don't answer your phone. The call goes to voicemail. The client is given the option to press 1 to find you or to leave a message. If he or she presses 1, the call will ring to the number that you put in. It will ring a certain number of times, and if you don't answer, there are two possibilities. If you only have one number set up for Find Me, the caller will be routed back to your desk phone voicemail. If you have a second number programmed, the client will be forwarded to that number. If you don't answer that number, the client will be redirected back to your desk phone voicemail. The next step is to record a voicemail greeting that people will hear for this availability state. Click the red circle to record a message. The red circle will become a gray square. Click the gray square to stop recording. Click Save Recording when you are satisfied with your greeting and click Next. Please note, if you are using Find Me, let callers know that they can press 1 to try and find you. Select if callers are allowed to leave a voice message in this availability state. Choose where callers go if they press 0 when they hit your voicemail message. This will default to the operator, but you can choose to send the call elsewhere. And then click Save. The Do Not Disturb option only allows you to forward calls to voicemail or a different number. Click on the Call Routing, Power Routing tab to set up specific call routing rules. To create a new rule, click Create New Power Routing Rule. Type in a name for the new rule. Choose which rules apply, if the number matches this, if the number dialed is that, if my availability is this, if I am on the phone, or if the time is between X and Y. Then choose where to forward calls. When finished, click Create Rule. If you have the mobile client, enter in your cell number in the Call Routing Mobile tab. Within the Voicemail Playback tab, You have the option to play the envelope information, or time and date stamp, while listening to messages. The Voicemail Setup tab allows you to change your voicemail password. This can be between 4 and 20 characters. You can choose to show your voicemails in line with your Outlook inbox. This means that messages will only show up on the computer that your phone is plugged into. If you delete from your Outlook, it will delete from your voicemail box. If you wish to enable this feature, you can click on the Voicemail Outlook tab and check the box. The Instant Message tab will allow you to create canned responses. This means if you are on a phone call and someone is trying to call you internally, you can respond with a pre-typed instant message. To send a canned message, click on the drop-down within the call cell and click Send. Please note, to send a canned message, the caller must be within your ShoreTel system. If you are using AD credentials, you have the option to sync your Outlook calendar with your availability state. Choose if you want to sync your Outlook contacts with the Connect client, see your upcoming meetings in the Events tab, and all you have to do is check the Outlook tab. Within the Notifications Voicemail tab, you can choose if you would like to receive email notifications about new voicemails. You can also have the option to attach a WAV file to the email or mark it as heard. This differs from the inline notification because you can open this from anywhere you can check your email. If you delete this email, it will not delete from your voicemail box. From the Notification Sounds tab, you can choose if you would like audio alerts and which sound you would like for different functions. In the Notification Pop-ups tab, you can control what pops up and how long you want them to appear. The Desk Phone tab lets you choose wallpaper for your phone if you have a 485 or a 655, and it also lets you set your ringtone. If you have a Softphone license, the Softphone tab allows you to choose your microphone or select if you want to make the Softphone be your primary phone when logged into the Connect client. You can change to your Softphone by clicking on your name by the Availability state and selecting Softphone in the Primary Assignment tab. To make a call from your Softphone, click in your Quick Dialer box and type in a name or number you would like to call. Please note you will need a USB headset to use your Softphone. Press Enter or double-click on a contact to make a call. The Telephony tab allows you to suppress the call waiting tone while on a call, suppress the dial tone while off hook in headset mode on an analog phone. It lets you decide if you want to close the call tile after a call ends, and it lets you choose if you would like routing slips and notes available for each call on the dashboard. If you are part of a workgroup, the Workgroups tab will let you have the option to show notifications when calls arrive in queue, give you the option to continue to show notifications while you are logged out of your workgroups. You can choose which groups you are going to be active in, if you are in more than one, and you can adjust the queue threshold alerts. The Language tab allows you to choose a language for both your phone and voicemail menus, and also the Connect client application. Congratulations! You have completed the Mitel Connect client training. If you have any further questions, please contact your system administrator.